there, sponsors, especially anybody that's watching this that is a decision maker. My name is Naja Hall. For the past 5 years, I've been a professional life coach. Now, I know what you're thinking.
What's a life coach? What does that mean?
I'm a real life coach, meaning I counsel people through some of the toughest times in their life. Divorce, remarriage, co-parenting, step-parenting, death, weight loss, like all sorts of life transitions. And while my job is extremely satisfying, it also mirrors a big chunk of my real life. I started my business and I started coaching because I was marrying into a ready-made family, meaning I was becoming a stepmom. And some of the things that I saw and experienced were beyond my wildest dreams. So I did the thing that any woman would do when she didn't find the proper resources for herself. I built. Back in 2007, when I bought my one-way ticket to New York and my 4 little boxes, I wanted to make a name for myself, and I wanted to spread my mission of inserting compassion, empathy, love, acknowledgement, and acceptance into our culture. As you'll see in my treatment, I have some really snazzy ideas about what I want to talk about. One thing that I've recognized in my practice as a life coach is that people are really quick to dehumanize one another. We rarely show compassion for other people, especially when there's not a familiarity there. With the Naja Show, which is a working title, but I think that's a pretty good title, my plan is to conduct interviews that literally get into the heart and the minds and the souls of the listening audience. I also want to edutain because, as my grandma always says, if you put a little bit of sweet with the medicine, it goes down a lot easier. In my mind and in the treatment, you'll kind of get an idea of where I want to go with the show. I would love to have a studio where I could do audio and visual podcasts. Over these past years, I've built one of the most recognizable brands in the blended family and step family community. But what I'm finding is when you work too close to home, art can start imitating life a little bit too much, and I need something else. I've been wanting to start a new podcast. I currently have a podcast called I Know I'm Crazy with Naja Hall, and the numbers have done pretty good. I've talked to everybody from therapists, mental health experts, divorce, marriage, experts, attorneys. I even interviewed a murderer, believe it or not. I didn't know at the time he was a murderer, but it came out later. But still, I can give myself a pat on the back for making some headway in a very niche industry and making a name for myself. But it's time for me to take it up a notch. In real life, I'm a super laid back person, but when I go on air, I light up. I'm thinking the tone of this podcast will still be conversational, lighthearted, very, very in-depth, and aspirational. I'm not afraid to go up to someone and ask for an interview. So if I have the opportunity, I'd love to do street-styled interviews too. I put a lot of time and effort into my treatment, and I hope you recognize that once you're going through it. I am so happy to have this opportunity again. My name is Naja Hall, and I will hopefully be seeing you very soon on The Naja Show.